Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Men choose to deal with entitled women. And you know, there's been a lot of complaints out there, and I'm gonna tell you what. I'm known for talking about women's choice, like they choosing particular men. And yeah, that's cool, but see, here's the thing. A lot of men don't get this part. I say you choose as a man whether or not to deal with that woman. You make a choice back. I don't care how much she chooses you, you have to choose to deal with her back. So if you get an entitled woman and she's making a choice for whatever reason, maybe she thinks she can get over on you, maybe she thinks she can get whatever on you or from you, whatever, money or time, whatever. You making a choice whether or not you're going to deal with it. Because there's been many a man who's seen that entitled woman. There's been many a man who's encountered her. Okay, and she might feel entitled, like you should buy me dinner and you should do this and all of that. You have a choice whether or not you're going to deal with her. Now she might try to guilt trip you into dealing with her and dealing with her stuff, but even then you still making a choice. You need to be like, no, she's acting a certain way, no. And she might try to do everything, say, oh, you're not a man or anything like that. No, you just look her dead in the eye and just be like, no, I ain't a man who's gonna be putting up with that crap. You're gonna act a certain way. And that's really any type of woman, not just an entitled woman. But, you know, a lot of guys will deal with that. See, an entitled woman is that type who think you supposed to be like doing this, that, and the third for her. But you have a choice whether or not you're going to deal with that. And you have to stick with that choice. Because I'm going to tell you what, you get a lot of guys out here complaining about entitled women, modern women, women out here doing whatever. And yeah, they choosing which men they're going to deal with. But as a man, like I said, you're going to choose whether or not you're going to deal back with her. And you have to make a choice on what you're going to deal with. Look, as a man, think about what you bring into the table. Think about what you bring in. You bring in protection. You bring in like long-term vision. You know? You might be providing. And then you might be the one who's going to make love to her in such a way that she's going to be hollering. You bring in all of that. You bring in all that. Shoot. She needs to earn that. She can choose you all she wants, but she need to earn what she getting from you. Even if we talking about you just taking her out to dinner, she need to earn that. You ain't gonna just you shouldn't be taking a woman out to dinner or spending money on her just because. And if you get a woman like that, it was like, well, hold up, baby. Hold up, baby girl, or whatever term you gonna use. You don't need, no. This is how you gonna behave around me. This is what you're going to do. You know, I told that story before about this woman way back in the day when I was, before they had like FaceTime or anything like that, right? Talking with this woman, called this woman up, right? Different state. And she had a guy over there. And I was like, you know, I ain't want to disrespect the guy. I was like, oh, hold up. All right, I'll talk to you later. She was like, oh no, that's all right. She was going to disrespect him anyway. Well, he ain't sit there and put up with it. She was like, oh no, like after a few minutes, she was like, oh, wait a minute, Rom, he's putting on his coat. I gotta go. And I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't mad at the guy. I was like, yeah, he did the right thing. You know, he did the right thing. He ain't put up with that disrespect. He ain't put up with it. He ain't sit there and listen to her talk to another man. You know, and that's the thing. You know, he didn't choose to stay there. See, if let's hypothetically say he had chose to stay there while she on the phone with me, she wouldn't have respected that man. That wouldn't have been a relationship. you know? She would have been doing whatever she wanted because he ain't doing anything. As a man, don't ever be in a position where you just gonna put up with whatever from a woman. Don't ever be in that position. I don't care. Hey, you know what? I don't care how fine she is, how pretty her face is, how big her breastises are. You know, she can have a snatched waist. She can have that perfectly round butt. She can have those thick thighs that save lives. She can have all of that. But if she's treating you like crap, you know, don't deal with her. Don't deal with that. I don't care what she got. Because that's how some women be getting some men. Men be putting up with some stuff. A lot of women do some of the things they do out here because there's a man who puts up with them. I guarantee you talk to any of these women that be on social media, any of these women you call entitled or modern women or whatever, be saying a man do this and a man do that. There's some man who will do it. You know? I'll never forget this short, fat woman was like, oh yeah, somebody would tap this no matter what. Somebody would tap this. But if there was not a man who was going to tap it, oh no, she'd probably be hitting the gym trying to lose all that weight. You know? She wouldn't have like the little attitude that she had. You know? But see, when there's always a man's going to deal with it. But if a man, and you get a critical mass of men saying, nah, we ain't putting up with this. We ain't going there. I guarantee, you heard me say guarantee, a lot of stuff will stop. And that's how you have to be. If you watching this video and you ain't being mean to the women or something, you ain't being mean at all, you don't have to be mean. You could just be like, nah, I ain't putting up with this. I ain't putting up with any bad behavior. You're going to be treated a certain way. And if the woman don't treat you a certain way, you don't have to like be arguing with her or anything. You just walk away. You just be like, oh, okay. You know? When I always make that my bad joke. When I first heard that actually happened, right? That happened to a friend of a friend. And you know what he told my friend? He said, no, don't get mad at her. Just pack her stuff. Just pack her stuff, put it out on the lawn. And I was like, you know what? That's all he had to do. Because then she would know she don't do that again. Like if a woman do whatever to you, you know, you making a choice to deal with her again. Like say she do cheat on you. You making a choice to deal with her afterwards. Instead of having her face a consequence. You know? And really, I know some guys will be like, well, that's the only woman give me some. Yeah, there's 4 billion women in the world. And that's how you have to be. You choosing to deal with any bad behavior. You choosing. She ain't holding a gun to your head. And I don't care how fine she is. If you can get her, that means you can get another woman. I don't care how fine she is. If she's that mythical dime, that at least in your eyes, then you can get another dime. Whatever. You make the choice on how you're going to be treated. You make the choice. You don't deal with all of that stuff, all right? So you choose to deal with that entitled woman. But if you choose like not to put up with that crap, you ain't going to get that crap, all right? I want y'all to think about that, all right? And then I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.